Hey, this is Linnell. So I had my first tire explode, and I mean those suckers, they totally explode. I am on Interstate 80 and it's crazy busy, and it's a really narrow shoulder, and I got my triangles out and I didn't know what to do. So, oh, that's a cool car. Look at that right there. Oh, sorry. So I messaged my fleet manager and I didn't hear from her, and so then I looked up in the contacts and I didn't know if this was considered an emergency. I mean, I'm not dying and the truck's not on fire. So then I called driver relations, and then they were supposed to forward me to breakdown, and they forwarded me to student driver, and then that guy forwarded me to breakdown, and then I'm just supposed to do a macro 24. That's the message things, which I'd actually looked on here. If you're in trouble, it said breakdown repair, or yeah, 42 driver emergency. So anyway, it wasn't very clear. So anyway, I got it figured out. So now I'm just waiting for somebody to come and put a new tire on. It's on the trailer. So but I have to tell you about this. Last night it was so cool, and my son, when I told him, he wasn't even that excited, but I guess I'm more of a kid than he is. Actually, it's probably because my mom, she always got me excited about things in nature. So anyway, lightning bugs or fireflies, at least when I was in Arkansas years ago, I saw them up close, and they're so gross. I mean, they're basically like they're like that big, and a good chunk of them, they look like a maggot with wings that glows. They were just disgusting. But last night when I was driving, so I'm going to turn the phone around so you can see, like on the sides of the road. So check this out. See how it's all this grass and stuff, and there was some hillside and some trees. There were thousands, and they're just spark everywhere. It was so cool. It's one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Not up close, they're disgusting, but wow, it was so neat. And it was so neat to see. And so here's the other weird thing. So my windshield, I mean, was plastered with bugs, and a lot of them were the fireflies. So get this, you probably didn't know this, I had no idea. When they hit the windshield, their guts glow. So yeah, so I had glowing guts, bug guts on my windshield. Who knew? So anyway, it was amazing though. It was for miles and miles. It was just, and all the fields, there was like thousands just sparking everywhere. It was just, it was amazing. It was so fantastic. Something everybody should see. So anyway, I'm gonna hang out. Oh, I know my friend Miss Linda, she asked a question about in another video about stops, splits, swaps, and that kind of stuff, because I had commented that there was a lot of drivers on Facebook who were whining about it. So a split is when, so I actually had it happen to me and it kind of sucked, but you know, you just roll with it. So I had this awesome load, this trip. I was going from Texas to Tennessee, and it was a great run. It was like 794 miles or something like that. So a really good run. And then I'm getting, you know, I can't do that all in one day. So I pulled over to sleep at my rest, and then I woke up and there was a message that I was supposed to split my load. So basically you're splitting the miles with somebody else. So I had to go meet another driver. I had to actually just drop the trailer at a truck stop and leave that trailer, and then there was another trailer there that I had to pick that one up, and it was a much shorter run. And so the other guy got to go to Tennessee, which bummed me out because I had totally fallen in love with the state of Tennessee. So I was excited to go there. And I was maybe gonna get to see my Facebook friend, Mr. Scott. So anyway, so that's a split, is when basically you're splitting the trip with either one other driver or multiple drivers. And so you don't end up getting all the miles, you only get part of the miles. But the reason they did that is the other trailer was called a just-in-time, and they needed it to get there at a certain time, and it was, you know, really crucial. And so I don't know, they gave it to me. So so anyway, a swap is when it's kind of like a split. So a swap is when you actually swap trailers with the driver. So you meet at a certain spot, and then they take your trailer and you take theirs. So the trailer that I took at the split wasn't necessarily the trailer of the guy who was picking up my trailer. So that's different. So you're splitting the miles between, could be multiple drivers. Even had that happen. So, or it could be like when, say, a driver is broke down, like this right now, right? So I have a just-in-time load. So that means it's like critical timing. You got to be there on time. So if this takes forever, then they could, because I still have like 200 miles to go, then they might have another driver come and take my, well, that really wouldn't work because my trailer, it'd be like if my tractor was blown or something. So anyway, so that's, and stops, I don't think they ever really do stops, but so it's just, it's kind of a, like you have your thing all set up to go somewhere, and then they kind of put a halt on it, and so I guess it's kind of discombobulating, and some drivers don't like it, but as long as I'm getting another load and I'm still rolling, then I'm good with it. So yeah, well, I don't want to make this video too long, so I can't get it uploaded, but yeah, my first blowout, kablowy! And yeah, all my rubber went all over the place, so I hate that when that happens. So I'm gonna have some lunch and chill out and wait for maintenance. I'm guessing they're gonna send a maintenance truck from, there's a Petro back about 10 miles, and so I bet that's who's gonna come out and give me a new tire. So so anyway, there you go. And Miss Linda, I promise I'm gonna do interior thing when I get home, and that way Zane can hold the camera, and it's really hard to do that and show you everything. So I promise that I will do that. And I got to make up more Thrive meals, and those have been fantastic, and I have some favorites, and I'll even talk about that maybe when I'm making some more up. So for now, this is Linnell, and this is my journey into trucking, and I hope you like the video, and you know, press like and subscribe and share it, tell your friends, and that's all I got. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it on the shoulder of Interstate 80 in Nebraska. My first tire blown. There you go. At least it's not raining or snowing. Okay, bye.